All right. Happy Magical Wednesday.
Mm,
Here we are. The weeks are sliding by. I mean, 2025 is practically over.
I know. It seems to go fast. Like
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
Well, usually January is super slow, right? Like my daughter and I used to joke about that. It's like one long Monday. And I'm like,
Yes.
a month of Mondays.
Yeah. But you
But
know what? I think the like for me, anyways, like it definitely has shifted because maybe we're not getting as much rain as we usually do. It doesn't seem as dark and gloomy. And yeah, like it just doesn't even feel like January.
yeah, yeah. And I know stuff pops up in my social media feed too. And last year, from a couple of days ago, there was snow and sleet. And I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I'm not sharing that because we don't want to put that out to the
Yeah, no,
universe.
thank you. Yeah. That's
But
not
yeah,
acceptable.
today was a gorgeous day. And you
Yeah.
just taking it as it comes. Like every year may seems the same, but it is slightly different. And I know that the rain will eventually catch up with us because we do need it. But
Well, why do you say such things?
well, it doesn't need to be in January though. Let it be closer to the months where it's like it's almost over. We can have milder weather.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just shuffling. I've got my Divine Energy Oracle deck here. Is that showing up? Can you
Yep.
read that? Is it backwards?
Nope.
No?
Unless I'm
Okay.
a little bit backwards, but I wouldn't be surprised about that.
Well, it shows up for me backwards, but I guess I don't have it set up
I could see
here or
it.
whatever. Good. Okay, okay. So let's just see what the energy is. I really feel like this being mid-January, people start out the year and they have all of these aspirations and time to put your money where your mouth is to keep pushing forward is what I pick up for this month. I
And
don't
what
know.
was that again?
Time to put your money where your mouth is the term that just comes to my head. It's like
Oh,
invest in yourself. It's okay to do all of these things that you have the resources for already, but sometimes you need to invest in yourself a little bit further than that. Push through. Turn over more stones to find that treasure you seek. I don't know.
nice.
So let's see if you went onion. Go for your dreams.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
thank you for confirming that with me. But yeah, and I think what I pick up from that is really going for your dreams means those times where things slow down a little bit or it's a little more difficult or there's obstacles in the way. To me, that's the universe going, well, are you just going to give up or are you going to push through? Are you going to invest more energy, whether that's time, money, emotions, into the thing you really, really want? Or the
Yeah. See, like for myself, I know like energetically, like for the new year, I am really focusing on investing in myself, but more for health wise, mental, like getting out there, exercising, getting a head start, and just like losing a little bit of weight and just feeling good energetically all about myself. So like that's like for myself, that's investing in myself. Um but yeah, like if this course or class or something, like I really want to get into pottery, I would definitely, like cuz that would be like for my, you know, I've always wanted to do it. And so why not? You only live once that you remember. So yes, like if there's something that is like wanting, that you want to do, sometimes, you actually just have to step out and do it.
Well, and I think the first step is to actually say it because, we've been friends for a long time and I never knew that about you till you just mentioned that now.
Oh,
Pottery,
you
I
must
never
have been
knew
drunk when I mentioned it to you.
that. Or so was I, and I don't remember. But I mean, there
Yeah.
you go. Like speak it out to the universe because that's definitely you're piquing the interest of those who can make it happen is what comes to me. And I can totally see you doing that. You're very creative. You have a very artistic soul. And I think that what a beautiful way to put your energy into something. You know,
Well, it
you're
would
making
definitely
those.
be interesting because I am a a very impatient person when it comes to creating. Like my daughter is like so like she's so detail oriented and she's so good at taking her time. She does these beautiful like bead crafts and lanyards and like all the beading and everything. And that's just one thing that she does. But like very intricate where you have to really pay attention and take your time. And whereas like when I create, I'm like, blah, 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 and it's a big mess. And even when I do painting, like paint ends up in my eyeballs. That's probably why I can't see very well. I have residue, paint still in there from years ago. And like it's just like I'm just who is that off the Muppets like that Cook. That's me. And then explosions go off, and yeah, it's good. So I could just picture myself doing like ceramics or I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I don't know. I think that it's something that you can pour your soul into, and it'll be a learning experience for you too, because there's certain things you need to do. And especially if it's pottery, you got to stick it in the kiln and you got to wait, and you're not going to know exactly how so to me, that's an adventure in seeing where you can take things for sure.
Yeah.
Hello,
I'm
Christina.
Hello. I'm one of those kind of people that if there's something in the oven, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? I'm going to turn it up.
Uh-oh.
Is it done now? So, yes.
So this could be the year to learn patience then. Oh, I don't like that word at all.
No.
Like
I've gained the wisdom of patience throughout my life and my years. And, with that kind of stuff, no, thank you. I don't need it. But with other things, with people, with life, with circumstances, and I respect, that's what makes the world kind of go around too, or bearable, like to be able to have the ability to have patience. But when I'm creating, nope.
Yeah. Well, and I think realistically, people need someone who's going to push them. And that's where you kind of come in with, like if I'm there and I'm trying to over perfect something, you'd be in there like, get in there, go. And so people need that. People need both polarities, right? Kim's here. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Christina says pottery is so fun. You'll love the experience. Yeah, and I bet you'll be super creative. And what I was going to say was that, the energy you put into the soaps that you make, because that's all about energy and the different things that you're picking up on as you're creating it with the ingredients you make. And it's just a magical process. And then it's something you make that people, eventually it's gone because people use it. But with pottery, there's different magic there. There's magic of permanency because you now have this object, whatever it might be, that becomes a healing object or an energy object.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm going to take up pottery. You guys sold me on it. And yes, I've been, ever since I was little, I was just like always fascinated with it. And I've just never done it. So yes, this is a year where I'm going to invest in myself and go do a pottery class.
There you
and drive the teacher nuts.
Well, see, and this is something we were talking about beforehand off camera, is that there's some things we can do on our own. We can go on YouTube, we can learn this and we can learn that. But to truly invest in yourself and in your dreams, sometimes you got to invest a little bit. Like you can't just learn pottery on your own. You got to take a class. For one, you need access to the kiln and all that. You don't have that at home. So,
well, that's the only reason I would actually take a pottery class, because I don't have all the material at home. If I had it here, my whole house would be splattered with pottery stuff.
Well, cue the day where it's like Raf's really into it. Oh, now she's bought in a kiln. She's got this and that, and she's holding her own classes, and you never know where it's going to take you, right?
Make a mess together.
Yay! Christina says, "Woohoo! So thrilled for you, Raf. Yay!
Yes.
Keep us posted."
I know. Yes, definitely keep you posted on that, and you'll see like this weird kind of thing. Look what I created.
What do you see? What is this? How does this make you feel?
Energy.
Yeah, I
You need a
love
little
it.
chaos in your life, I got just the item for you.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
could have a whole like list of items that people can buy from you that, create whatever energy they're trying to embody for their home. And yeah,
No,
we
I
will
just
talk.
thought
We'll
of
talk.
something. It'd be like so cool to do, like, because I do salt bowls throughout my house to gather in the energy and clear, and I rinse it out every couple of days. I would like to do some really cool pottery bowls that are display for the
For
salt
the, I
bowls,
love that.
and it's just designated for
I love that. I
that.
also had an idea, the soaps that you make to make little soap dishes for the soaps.
Yes, I have thought about that.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
So many ideas. See, this is why you talk to friends about the stuff that you love. Friends that, kind of get it, because they're fuel for your fire
exactly.
to keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you going to invest in this year?
Good question. I didn't really think I'm not. See, this is
Practice
the
what
other
you
end of the
preach,
scale.
lady.
Like, huh?
Practice what
what?
you preach, lady.
Well, I'm more about wanting to help people understand their own magic, and I always have been, and I would love for people to start investing in themselves in that way. Join me for some fun and stuff. And I'm trying to make things really, quite reasonable for them to invest in themselves. That's what I want to see. I'm getting a little frustrated that people aren't.
There you go. You got someone phoning you right now. Maybe they're investing in themselves.
Yeah.
Right this very minute.
Yeah, that was odd. I kind of lost my train of thought, but it's like I get frustrated because people, they keep staying stuck, and I'm frustrated because I know what it's like. I know I was like that as well. But when I invested in myself, and it really made a difference in my confidence level. And for an introvert, confidence is a big thing, right? And I love it now because I get a lot of, "You're an introvert." And oh my gosh, I gotta just
You better answer it.
Turn my phone volume off here. But yeah, that's how I want to help other people is understand that it doesn't take, like, when people hear investment, they think and they can see that their bank account draining. You know what I mean? But investment is energy. For one, time is an investment, and energy is also in the form of, maybe it's investing in something. And investing isn't always, your firstborn, or put a lien on your car or anything like that. It could be tiny increments in things.
Okay, so what is it that you're offering then for people to invest in?
Oh, in learning tarot a little bit more, and it's not
So you hold
necessarily
tarot classes.
Yeah, and it's so they can feel more confident in playing with tarot. It's not necessarily because they want to be a tarot reader. Maybe they do, maybe they are, maybe they're just not feeling quite comfortable with their own confidence in doing it. And I know for me, if I would have had, I created the Tarot Cafe kind of thing, and I've been really noticing, like last night I was kind of lucid dreaming about different ways how it can grow and form its own entity, if you will. And I really wished, this is why I create, because it's something I wished I had when I started. I wish I had a place that felt safe to go to, that was just other people who just wanted to play with the cards. They're not out there to be perfect at them. They just want to discover, more about how the cards relate with each other, and how to feel confident in the messages you get, even though it's like totally off the wall, and kind of like our development classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Christina has something. Let me see here. Christina's investing in loving herself by moving, eating well, taking the important time for self-love time. And it's on the calendar. Yes.
Very good.
Christina.
And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been
Oh,
wearing
under house
weights.
arrest, are we?
I've been wearing weights and I've been going for like hour-long walks every day.
Yay.
And so like last night I didn't take my weights off because I got home. I didn't take my weights off until like 9 o'clock at night because I was still doing laundry and I'm up and down the stairs. I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
Good
But
for you.
yeah, definitely, and trying to eat well and just really, it's time.
Yeah. And same here. I mean, off talking about the businessy side of what I do is that's the same for me too. I'm looking into fasting, and not fasting for days on end, but just monitoring the hours I eat, fasting for X amount of hours, and then having a window to eat, and drinking a lot more water, making it fun, having, fun things. Like my daughter bought me this thing's massive. So I've got to fill it more than once a day. I've got my little cloud guy on here to keep the bird feathers out of it. But yeah, doing that, eating better, not buying bread. I'm totally going to be off bread for as long as I can be off bread. And I love that because we're all kind of in it together that way. Mm-hmm. So thank you for sharing that, Christina. Yay.
Yeah. I love that it's on your calendar because like we need to hold ourselves, accountable. And I was just talking to my friend earlier today because I go for walks with her. And it's like, different ideas, like little Post-it notes. And so it's like, you don't necessarily have to go to the gym and, you do like, those push-ups against the wall. So I have little Post-it notes. So every time I see this Post-it note, or if I walk past it, I have to do at least 10.
I love that.
Make it fun and just different little things like that, even.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You have to make it easy. And if you don't mark it down, if you don't have it on the calendar, then it's not something that's important enough to be on the calendar. Right. Mm-hmm. So I think it's so important to do that. And I love your idea. It's like you're having your own little circuit. I'm going to do that too. Walk by the laundry room, do 5 wall push-ups. And yeah.
I feel like the trick is like it shouldn't be overwhelming. It shouldn't be like this thing that you have to like like if it's like I'm dedicating myself to 2 hours a day or an hour, this like it has to be consistent where you can keep up with it and where it is easy enough to follow through on a daily basis. So like I'm not setting the sky, like I have to do all this. I'm doing a little bit each and every day. And that's where the big changes seem to happen, around us, And
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, because you're setting yourself up to win. You're making it fun. It's not about doing things perfect. And it's like, oh, I missed a day, or, oh, the weather sucked. I didn't want to go for a walk. There's other ways. You've got 3 floors. You can definitely... talk about the growth grind, right?
Up and down, yes.
Me, I don't have that, and even living on the first floor, I don't. But walking more, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah,
I think that it's so important to 1, to make it fun, 2, to be accountable, but in not a real stuffy way, like having it marked on your calendar, like Christina. Like I think that's a fantastic thing to do. Mm-hmm. And you also have to be willing to shift it up when the circumstances don't quite align.
Yep. And it's just
that's where I would always get in trouble. That's what would, and then it'd be like, well, I kind of lost momentum. Oh, well, I just will stop. So you have to be willing to understand and to be truthful with yourself of where your weaknesses are, and you don't have to announce it to the world on a live call like I just did. But you have to be aware of it so you can circumnavigate those little things that you do and find another way. You got to be ingenuitive, right, Bubba?
I just really feel like it's a small little things that make the big difference. And so it's like, adapt, if you're feeling really tired or if you get sick or whatever, life happens, adapt to it. But
Yeah.
it's like, just because like, oh, I got sick, now I'm completely done. Well, no, you're taking a time out, you're resting, allowing your
Yeah.
body to heal, what have you, right? It's just like the mindsets. And so, a little bit each day makes the biggest things
Yeah,
in
for
my life.
sure.
Yeah, don't
Brick
sweat it.
by brick. That's how things get built. And everyone's allowed to take a weekend off. You can't go 24/7, 7 days a week. That's not
Mhm.
sustainable. It's not realistic. And that's just setting you up for failure. So if that's your goal, then go for it. But
Well,
I'm
and
going to fail
the
this year.
thing is, everybody's different. There are some people that can absolutely do that. I have never been one of those people, but like, just know your limits and stretch beyond them as much as
Stretch,
you can.
stretch within it. No.
I'd stay on the couch if that was the case. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, there you say, yeah, people that can do that, but realistically, that might be what they're showing you. I mean, social media is great for polishing things and making it look at me go.
Oh,
But you
believe me,
have
I,
to,
I I have people like that in my life, and I'm like, oh, so where do you get this energy from? Like, it's just like, yeah, Energizer Bunny, give me some, please.
yeah. But eventually, everyone has to unplug, and they must do it in a way that really works for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Christina saying, "Oh, thank you. You both are so inspiring. It's important to talk about this." Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. We didn't really have any intention of talking about this, but hey, that's what the magic is. That's the magic
Oh,
ingredient.
well, Lauren, you always love to plan, and so you're, what are we going to talk about today? I'm like, I don't know.
I've given up. That's.
Yes, Lauren has learned how to work with. I
I
think I used to drive you nuts in the beginning.
I think I needed
You
that
used to have
lesson
your
for me though.
whiteboard, you'd have the list.
I'm not that person
Look at the
anymore.
list. I'm like,
I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it's so much better, especially since I moved here. I've loosened up a lot, which is
yeah,
good. There was
yeah.
a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's hard to change.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not looking or paying attention, you kind of revert back into the groove of the way you used to be. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Made me think of a gutter ball for some reason, doing bowling.
We should
Uh-huh.
go bowling. I was actually thinking about bowling the other day too.
I've never 10-pin bowled. I've never done that. I've only done 5-pin. My little hands, there's no way I could probably.
I always bowl like, where like the kids' way.
Oh,
Between
lob
the
the
legs.
ball.
Woo! Let's see what happens.
What's
Yeah.
Christina saying? Lorraine, you're so flexible. Oh, really? You think so? I guess I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take it. That's all I'll say.
You'll accept it.
Aspirations.
It's a good thing.
So what did you pull a card?
I did. Crown Games, right use of power. And I was just playing around with it, but like as we've been talking, it's like, what kind of, like, we're talking about investing in ourselves. What kind of energy do you want to invest in? Was really coming to me. And like for myself, and I kept on, like, it was almost like a question that was constantly going on in my brain. And it's like, I want to invest in happiness this year. I want to focus on not making everything so heavy. Life is heavy. And, it depends on what kind of year you've had. Like, I've had a couple of pretty heavy years, but, this year I really want to focus on the lighter side of life and feel the energies of the knowledge that has been gained through them. And I'm going to invest on focusing on shifting my brain set, I feel, into a lighter way, instead of like Eeyore's way. I don't know, I could be Pooh Bear, like whatever, or Piglet or whoever, but it's just like, I'm kind of done with the Eeyore energy of, oh, what's next? Oh dear. And, oh, I have to do this. And it's just like, no, it's just time. And I feel like that is energy for a lot of people to be aware of. How can you shift it? right?
Mhm.
And we all go through heavy things, but there is a way to energetically honor it, respect it. But I feel like the time is right for me to rise above it. There's a time for feeling those things, but there's also a time to overcome is not the right words I'm looking for, but you get the gist.
Mhm. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying too.
Good, because I don't.
Well, it's interesting because I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know if you've ever read it. It's called The Tao of Pooh, and it's all about Winnie the Pooh, but from the perspective of Taoism. And
Mm.
Eeyore is definitely all about everything sucks. Piglet is all the worry, worry.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Rabbit is all about hurrying around, doing whatever. Pooh is just, it is what it
I want to
is.
be Tigger.
Oh boy. I could use that energy, but not all the time.
I could use a year of Tigger.
Yeah, there you go. Whimsical, do whatever. He was always one of my favorites. But yeah, it's sometimes we have to borrow the energy, right?
Yeah.
If we don't have it within ourselves, like think about something that inspires us. Like you just said, you know what you don't want. You don't want the Eeyore. You definitely don't want Piglet's worry energy either.
Oh, I've had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you just had like a epiphany. All the different characters or all the different energies that we go through, worries and all
exactly.
that. Personality for characters. So yeah.
And the thing is, all together, they make a great group of friends because you need all of that energy at some point, all of those types of emotions in certain amounts.
Yeah. So who are you? I already took Tigger.
You took Tigger? I'm going to be Pooh.
Pooh Bear? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be Winnie the Pooh because it's like,
what's
it
Christina
is what it is. And sometimes it's just you're walking into something, you have no clue what you're walking into, and everything just kind of works out. Okay. I need that.
Yeah. What does Christina want to be?
Yeah, whoever's here, Kim, Christina, if you ladies are still here, who out of all of the characters of Winnie the Pooh, I mean, there's Christopher Robin, there's Owl, there's Roo, there's Kanga and Roo.
Oh, that's right.
Rabbit, Piglet. I had that book. I haven't seen it in all of my last few years of packing books and traveling. And Kim and I, Pooh. Okay. Love it. Yeah. Less worry, more just go doing. Yeah. Oh, Christina wants to be Christopher Robin.
Nice.
Curious and whimsical. And he's the one that conjures up all this. He's the one with the imagination. So
Christina's going to keep us all in line. You don't know what you just said, Christina.
Not Piglet. He worries too much. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we do some cards?
Yeah, let's pull some cards. If whoever's here would like a card pull, let us know. You can always tell us, if what you want to know about, or just get a general reading. I'm going to keep using my Divine Energy Oracle. These are kind of no messing around messages. So we'll see. I haven't used these in quite a long time. I can still say, since last year at some point. Christina, she's like, oh shit. That's because
you get your address. We might need you.
Yeah.
She suddenly goes off.
Where'd she go? Yeah. So first up is Kim. She'd like a general one. Thank you for playing, Kim. So we'll both pull cards.
All right.
And shuffle music.
Okay, so Kim, you got spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. And what I'm kind of picking up right now is almost like, I don't know if you've been feeling this, but it's almost like an energy of anxiety, or just kind of like that's not anxiety, anticipation is the word. So there's something energetically anticipation that is going to be happening, and you might not necessarily have a direction right now, but you can feel a energy of movement and shift that is starting to take place. So your higher self, your spiritual spidey senses are making you aware that things are going to be shifting. And I really do feel like it's an energy of like, it's overcoming the energy of a little bit of heaviness, and getting out of the ruts. I don't want to say rut because it's not a rut. Getting out of the okay, you know how that's the energy I'm going with. The glass roof, rising above that, breaking through that fake ceiling. So there's going to be a new way of moving forward with more power, more oomph. I got this energy. So there you go.
I love it. And I see, for me, the number 5, the energy of the number is about change. So sometimes a little tweak is what helps get you there. Love it. And Christina pulled a clarifier. Thank you. So she gets the yes, just say yes. So I love that.
You hear that, Kim?
Yeah.
Kim? What do you say?
Hi, Annalie. Yep, yes. I can pull a card for you. So what I get for Kim too, let's put you back up here, is it's let go and enjoy. So to me, that just goes along with the card that you pulled, and the message that came is beautiful. In those moments where we want to, this is Winnie the Pooh energy, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Is just be willing to adjust the way you're going. Like, you think of a river that's determined to flow. If it comes up against something, eventually it's going to find a way and work around it and create a new stream somewhere out, and it's just going to keep going. So any kind of resistance is just going to flood where you don't want it to flood. So you got to find a new way around it. So,
and that's after you say yes.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Christina's message. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And Christina says, I can PM. Maybe we will have a Whidbey retreat. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Road trip. Love it.
I like it.
And Kim's saying yes already. Yes.
Yay.
All right. So we have Christina next.
Oh, you're ready to take action, Christina.
Oh, did it fall?
It went.
Boom. You're welcome, Kim.
All right. So, Christina, it feels like there is something that is going to be like ASAP happening. Maybe something that you've been waiting to hear from, but you are going to be receiving this news soon, or you're going to be receiving information soon that is going to give you the go. So I don't know if you've been waiting. So there's definitely something that is going to be like, I keep on kind of picking up like a phone call or something along those lines. Your card is Joyful Muse, Inspiration. So I don't actually, you might have said in the past what you do, but it almost feels like there is something where there is that you're really good at, that you're really skilled at, and it's more than work. It's more of a hobby, but it feels like it's connected for you. So there's going to be an opportunity, or you're going to be asked to do something or something along those lines, but it's going to be happening soon, I feel.
And it's one of my favorite numbers, 33.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely creating. That's got good creation energy to it. I love it.
So hopefully that
So
makes sense.
yeah, I bet it does. I'm sure it does. So 3 cards came out. I hope you can hear me over the bird being so playing acid rock, as I say it. Why can't you chirp classical music? You got to chirp acid rock music instead. Mojo, shush. Okay. First card is be patient. Maybe I need to hear that too. Then we have do all things in moderation. So what with this one, I mean, these are real no-brainers, but with this one, it's also making sure you have the energy, be aware of the energy you need to have for specific tasks is what comes to mind. Because sometimes if we don't have that mental or emotional energy and we push through doing it, it doesn't come away the same way we want it to. I don't know if that makes sense. And then nurture yourself first. So you've got yourself on the calendar already. I think you've got that one you can check off your list. So there you go.
Beautiful.
And Kim, I guess this is a clarifier as well. She said, I saw the American flag and a captain and a boat, and the captain shaking your hand. How interesting. How interesting is that?
I love how Kim receives her messages. Like she gets like these downloads of, so symbolisms and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, very visual. Like
yes.
I don't see stuff like that, which is, it's so cool to see other people who do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christina's the clarifier she got for herself. Share your voice, come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. I think persecution could be the, maybe the fear of stepping out, but at the same time, sometimes you've got to go against the grain, use your expression. So I love it. Beautiful. Good. Well, there we go. So now we have Annalee.
Okay.
Who would like a card?
I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
I can go. I wasn't sure how quick you would be. This one's super quick. This to me, Annalee, should be your motto for this year. Live life to the fullest. And what I'm getting from that is take it day by day. One day the fullest might be so many things and doing this and doing that, and another day it just might be that one thing. Whatever fullness is for you in that moment. That's what I pick up for you.
Thanks. Love it.
Short but sweet, like me.
Yeah. I'm going to make you a shirt that says that. Yes. Annalee, you got deep diver, diving into a task. And what I'm feeling is completion. So there has, emotional, all that kind of stuff, the things that you've been through the last couple of years alongside me, and we're all experienced things in different ways. But to me, it feels like you've dived very deep into your emotions. You felt it, you've seen it, you were aware of it. You didn't run away from them. You faced them face to face. You sat with it. And it just feels like you're coming out of that energy and coming out the other end and respecting it and seeing, the good things that can happen after, the chaos or the emotional stuff and everything. So it's just like, it feels like there's a new way of being. It's a completion. And now it's like, you dive deep, but then you come right back up. And so the energy is you're coming back out. You're not going down into the emotional thing. You're rising above. And I feel like a lot of good things are happening or will be happening more so. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I love that. And it's card number 10.
Yeah.
Number 1 or number 10, both. That's a great place to begin, and trust that there is going to be a completion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this just really is bouncing out at me. And it's like, talk about the jellyfish. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about sound effects tonight. Sorry, people. But, to me, like they're really like speaking of these are your angels. These are your guides. You are not alone. You feel alone when the emotional stuff happens, but they're like don't put the card down yet, because it is your support system on the other side. So, and there's more than you know.
Beautiful.
Is what I'm hearing. So there we go. They wanted you to know that.
Perfect. You're welcome, Annalie. And Christina has a clarifier for you. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And it feels like that's definitely what's been happening. Oh, the initiation, though. Thank God that's over. Right?
But what an honor. What an honor.
True.
Right? Not everybody believes in God, like it's whatever, but it's just like, I really feel like, what is that saying? God will not put anything that you can't hold or handle, right? And on your shoulders. And universe, what have you, right? It's amazing what you can actually do when you have to do it or face it or go through it. So it's just like, whoop, it's good.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better not knowing in advance. It's better to just be served it up, and amazing what we can deal with. So Annalie wrote a small booklet here for Christina as a clarifier.
Beautiful.
Angel of Toxification. And I say that jokingly because I love you, Annalie. Angel of Detoxification. This angel will assist and work with you to release and let go of all that is no longer serving you for your highest and good. Take time to feel what it is you want and what you no longer need or desire, and trust once you allow the release, the new will flow in.
Beautiful.
Once you allow the release, the new will flow in. Those are wise words. Very wise words. Thank you. That was awesome. There we have it. So I think that's a good place to end. We kind of started by pulling a card for the collective and figuring out who we are, and as far as the Winnie the Pooh characters. So let's see where that leads us.
Yeah.
As always, we appreciate those of you who are here and enjoy the messages and chime in with messages as well. And hope you have a fantastic week. Christina, Lorraine? Yes? We pulled cards at the beginning. All right.
You want a card?
I'll pull one for you, Raph. You pull one for me.
Oh, okay.
Kim, you're welcome. And then Raphael, right? All right. Never turn down pulling cards.
Okay, Lorraine, your card is number 25, and they told me to numerology or whatever, put the numbers together. You got a 7. So you need to remember the magic. Remember magic. Remember that there's always more. You look for the lights. So that's the first thing. And then it's Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. And so, there's a beautiful little heart there. Where's the camera?
Aw.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So what I'm just really picking up, like it just screamed at me, like, remember the magic. Remember the, like the things can shift like this. And so expect the unexpected. For the heart. Kind of like that.
I could get down with that music. Magic, I mean.
Musical magic.
Yeah, and Every time I think of that, I have this little music that plays through my head. So thank you. I love that. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's pull one for you. Oh, of course, you need more than one. I don't know. These are kind of no-brainers, really. Be decisive.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you were talking about pottery classes and stuff. I think you've already decided that that's something that you're going to do or try.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense because I'm always a little bit wishy-washy.
I know. I was getting to that because that's what came next. It's like admit your vulnerabilities. And you just did that as well.
Thanks for calling me out.
Anytime. We're only on like public display here.
Well, we already know, so that's good.
But yeah, super simple. Like there's not even any numbers with these cards. And I think there's like 4 different backgrounds in the whole deck, but they're both the same. So to me, this is just the energy of, trust.
I love it. That makes sense.
The messages that will come. Yeah. So Christina pulled a clarifier for you. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. I love that. That's a good one.
Very, very good. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I got leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Perfect for the card you pulled, but talk about magic and trust that. Pull that rabbit out of the hat.
Love it. Or jump into the hat.
Oh, there you go. Be the rabbit. If we're still doing Winnie the Pooh, sometimes we need that energy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you for the clarifiers. All right. I'm going to go and take the bird for a walk before our class. He needs something. He needs a little shaking up.
There we go. Just strap him onto Ellie and go for a walk.
Yeah, let him out of the cage. I think that's what he's screaming for. It's time for his time to come out and play. So,
okay.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Annalie. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. And see you later, Raph, for our group.
Yep.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.